and welcome to Dreamacademiá. So today I will be doing some miscellaneous problems on functions, and this would be your last lecture on functions. Today we will only discuss some questions, and after this we are going to start with limits. Okay, so let's start. What is the first question? See, if f of x equals to sine log x, then you have to find the value of this equation. Okay, now solution. First you write each term. Okay, sine log x, and this is log AB, so this can be written as sine log x plus log y, because log AB can be written as log A plus log B. Fine. Next, f x by y, this would be written as sine log x by y, and log A by B can be written as log A minus log B. Fine. Now if we add these two, then what we will get? We will get sine, let me change the color, sine, let this be A and this is B, this is A, this is B. So we will be getting sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. Now by transformation formulas that you have read, you can say that this is equals to 2 sine A sine B, 2 sine A cos B, 2 sine A cos B, because sine A plus B is sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, and sine A minus B is sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. So the second term get cancelled and you get 2 sine A cos B. Okay, now what you have to find? You have to find f of xy plus f of x by y minus 2 f of x into cos log y. So that would be equals to f of xy plus f of x by y is equals to 2 sine A, that is log x, into cos B, that is cos log y, minus 2 f of x, that is 2 sine log x, because that is f of x, into cos log y, cos log y. So this would be cancelled and you will get this equals to 0. So your final answer is 0. Okay, so you should know how to solve questions very fast. Okay, because you have less time, you have only 2 hours and you have to solve 75 questions. Okay, and that too from different topics. So solve questions at a fast speed. Okay, so now next question. Okay, we have to say that whether f dash, now read question carefully. Some student will just overlook this. You will read this as f of x and you will just calculate and give a wrong answer, but we will calculate f dash x. It has been said to find f dash x. It is asking about the derivative. Okay, so it would be 6 into 2 x to the power 5 plus 12 x to the power 3 plus 8x. So f dash of minus x would be minus, because all powers are odd, 1 powers are odd, so minus will be coming as common and it will be minus f dash of x. Okay, so you can see that f of x, in case of f of x, it is a even function, because for f of x, f of minus x is equals to f of minus f of x, isn't it? If you put minus x, and since these terms are all even powered, so f of minus x would be equals to f of x only, but in case of the derivative it is coming as minus of f of x. So read the question carefully. If you overlook this derivative, you will come up with wrong answer. Okay, so from here read question very carefully. Okay, fine, this was an easy question. I gave this because you have to be very much concentrative. Concentration should be good. Okay, so now next question is on domain, and of domain of this function, and here it is given sine inverse and some other function is given. Okay, suppose this is g of x. So for sine inverse, what we know for the general solution, sine inverse of x should be between 1 and -1. Sine of x should be between 1 and -1. So the value of, whenever we are taking the inverse, x would be lying between 1 and -1 for sine inverse x, because for sine inverse x the domain would be equals to the range of sine x. Okay, so 1 plus 3x plus 2x square should lie between 1 and -1 for general solution. So I have a inequality here, so I will solve the right hand side first, then I will solve the left hand side. Okay, so first I will do the right hand side. 1 plus 3x plus 2x square is less than equals to 1. 1 can be cancelled because 1 is positive. So if I take x common, then I will get 2x plus 3 less than equals to 0. Fine. Now, by wavy curve method, and since you have solved a lot of questions, so I don't need to apply wavy curve. Just by seeing, you can see that the value of x would be between -3/2 to 0. Okay, because this is only a two function multiplication of two functions, so you can just say it like this. You don't have to draw the wavy curve. Okay, now for the left side inequality, what does it say? -1 is less than equals to 1 plus 3x plus 2x square. So 2x square plus 3x plus 2 is greater than equals to 0. Now I will see the discriminant of this function. What it is coming out to be? B square minus 4ac, that is 9 b square minus 4ac, that is 4 into 2 into 2, that is 4. So this is 9 minus 16, this is less than 0. Discriminant is negative. So the function, this quadratic equation is always greater than 0, because the graph will come out to be like this. Okay, always positive. So this is true for all values of x. Okay, so we have got from here that x belongs to R, and from here x belongs to -3/2 closed interval to 0. Now if I take the intersection of this domain and this domain, if I take the intersection of this is intersection, then I will get this as the result. Okay, so my answer would be option C. And over here, this is the solution. This is my final solution. Okay, so now we will move to the next question. Okay, next question is very interesting question. What does this say? If f of x is a real valued function defined as f of x equals to ln 1 minus sin x, then you have to say that the graph of f of x is symmetric about a particular line, y-axis, or the origin. Now you cannot draw this graph easily because this is ln function. Within that you have sin x. So how we will do? We will do this by seeing the options. Okay, so now when a graph is symmetric about the y-axis, what does it happens? See, if your graph is symmetric about the y-axis, that means that the function will give same values for negative x as well as positive x. Basically, when your graph is of the form y is equals to x square, that means a square term is here. Your function is a even function, then the graph is symmetric about y-axis. Okay, but over here you can see that f of x is equals to ln 1 minus sin x, and f of minus x would be equals to ln 1 plus sin x. So obviously this is not a even function, so this is not symmetric about the y-axis. Okay, now what about symmetric about the origin? A graph is symmetric about the origin when your graph is an odd function. Okay, we have already read. So over here this is neither even nor odd, so this graph is neither symmetric about y-axis nor about origin, so these two options are already cancelled. Fine. Now we will go to option number B. So we will see about the line pi by 2. So suppose you have a line over here, this pi by 2, and your graph is symmetric about this. Whatever is over here, it's over here also. So that means pi by 2, ये x एक्सिस है, पाई बाई 2 के साथ अगर कुछ ऐड करोगे इधर और अगर कुछ सब्ट्रैक्ट करो तो दोनों वैल्यूज फंक्शन का सेम आना चाहिए, because it is symmetric about that line. Okay, so I will see that what is happening to my function if I take pi by 2 plus x, because I take some value towards the right of pi by 2. What is it is coming? It is coming ln 1 minus sine pi by 2 plus x, that is 1 minus cos x. Okay, now I will see for the negative side. If I subtract something from pi by 2, what I will get? That is on the left hand side, the values of f of x. I will get ln 1 minus sine pi by 2 minus x, that is also equals to 1 minus cos x. Okay, so I can see that f of pi by 2 minus x is equals to f of pi by 2 plus x. That is, if I put some value of x, it will give me same thing will come, because this both of them are equals to ln 1 minus cos x. So if I put some value of x, it will give me the same value. That means for the line pi by 2, on the left side as well as on the right side, you will get same values of the function. So I can say that my graph is symmetric about the line x equals to pi by 2. If you take for pi also, you can check that f of x plus pi and f of pi minus x will give different values. One will be ln 1 minus sin x and one will be ln 1 plus sin x. So it is also not same, so it won't be symmetric about the line x equals to pi. Okay, so like this we just eliminate the options and we get option B as the correct option. Okay, fine. Now next question. What is the next question? Okay, so this is function is given and f of 2 is given and f of minus 2 has to be find out. Okay, so here you just don't put the values and try to find out a and b. You can't, because there is only one equation and two unknowns. So in this case you can do like this. I will take f of 2 plus f of minus 2. Okay, now cos, if you know trigonometry, and you should know also because this is a crash course and you have learned, you know that if cos of minus x is cos x, so cos is a even function, but sine of minus x is minus sine x, so sine is odd function. But here you also have x, so overall this function is odd and also this function is odd. Okay, both the functions are odd functions. This function is also odd because the power of x is 1, so this is also odd. So only even functions are 1 and 3x squared. So when you will add this, because in case of odd function, f of x is equals to minus of f of minus x. So if you add f of x plus f of minus x, it would be equals to 0. Okay, so this and this would be 0, and for even functions it will just be added, so it will be 2 times 1 तो 1 ही रहेगा, और ये हो जाएगा 3 into 2 square, that is 4, so it will be 13 into 2, that is equals to 26. So you will get, you have to find f of minus 2, that would be equals to 26 minus 32, that is equals to minus 6. So correct option is option A. Okay, answer minus 6. Okay, so this is the last question for today. Okay, this is also a very good question. You pause and think about this for 2 minutes first. Okay, try by yourself. Pause for 2 minutes and think. Okay, I hope you have thought about the solution. Now we will do a relation has been given like this between f of n plus 1 and f of n, and it is given that f of 1 is equals to 2, and you have to find the value of f 101. So for this kind of questions, the approach should be like this. You have to find a relation between fn plus 1 and fn. So fn plus 1 minus fn would be equals to half. This is a very important relation and it is a first equation. So for now you have to put the values 1, 2, 3. So if you put n equals to 1, you will get f of 2 minus f of 1 equals to half. If you put n equals to 2, you will get f of 3 minus f of 2 equals to half. And like this, if you keep on putting values, when you put n equals to 100, you will get f of 101 minus f of 100 equals to half. Now if you add all the equations from n equals to 1 to n equals to 100, then it would be looking like this: f of 2 minus f of 1 equals to half, f of 3 minus f of 2 equals to half, and so on, and f of 100 minus f of 99 equals to half, and f of 101 minus f of 100 equals to 1. So if you add all the equations, if I add them, if I add all the equations, then I will get, you can see that all these terms will get cancelled, left and right, left and right. So 99 will be also get cancelled by the previous term, 100 will be get cancelled. Only remaining terms would be 101 and 1. Okay, and you have added the total 100 equations, 1 to 100, you have added total 100 equations, so it will be half into 100 because you are adding 200 times, half 100 times, so it would be equals to 50. Okay, so f of 1 is already given as 2 in the equation, so f of 101 would be equals to 52. Option A. Okay, so this is the approach for this type of questions. Correct answer is option A. So yeah, we have completed 6 questions today. See the questions again and keep practicing for your exam, because tricky questions will also come. Okay, so we will start with limit continuity differentiability in the next class. For today it is over. Thank you.